jump, climb, dive. It is an amazing display of ability when someone leaps across an 8-foot gap like a gazelle. It is a serious show of strength when someone conquers and climbs over a wall more than 10 feet high. It is jaw-dropping to see someone effortlessly dive over fences, tables, and even cars. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Isn't that amazing? This is how you fly through your urban environment. It's what people call parkour. And I love it. It takes a lot of steps to learn parkour, as it does in learning in Toastmasters. Before joining Toastmasters, when I met people, I would have difficulties in progressing beyond polite conversation. Yo, dude, you do parkour now? What is that like? You jump around and stuff. That's it? You're boring, man. Ouch. Hurts. Now though, if you ask me what parkour is like, I can tell you. Look, when you sprint towards that concrete barrier, jump, swing your arms, place your hands on top of that barrier, throw yourself, land on all fours, and off you go again. It is exhilarating. Really? That's intense, man. That actually reminds me of going bungee jumping. I'll tell you about it. And the conversation would carry on, story after story. It is gratifying to be able to share your stories with each other, bond, and form lasting relationships. Now I had difficulties in expressing myself. Hey, stop speaking like a robot. Project your voice. Use open body gestures. Add more emotion behind it. That sounded so easy to do, but I did not know how to do that. Speech after stressful speech, I would be preoccupied with these thoughts. Hey, add more emotion to it. Hey, again, add more emotion to it, you robot! It felt hopeless, demoralizing. So I tried, and I tried. But eventually, these learning steps helped. I did learn to be more comfortable with expressing myself. I now find it easier to share my stories with you, and I enjoy that. In parkour, when I learned to jump, I jumped over 2 feet, and then I jumped over 4. Now I can jump over 6. We have to take gradual learning steps. Another thing we practice here in Toastmasters is practice giving feedback to others. I remember the first time I asked if I could evaluate a speech. No. Look, the members here who put in the effort to prepare their speeches deserve more than your evaluation. A couple of months later, though, I got my chances. Speech evaluations are difficult. You do one, you realize it's difficult to organize your thoughts quickly and concisely. You do another, you realize it's difficult to focus on the speech objectives. You do yet another, you realize you can be honest, you can be critical, but it would be difficult to be encouraging. However, you just have to do it again and again to learn the different skills necessary. Now in parkour, if you want to fly over a barrier, you first have to know how to jump high enough. Secondly, you must have the strength to be able to push yourself over. But you also need to know how to land safely. These are the necessary learning steps. We learn one step at a time. I remember one day, I told our president, yeah, sure, why not? I can evaluate his speech next Tuesday, no worries. Hey, being a speech evaluator isn't something to entertain Hazwan on a Tuesday night, okay? Privilege! I never really thought about it that way. A little while back, one member told me, hey, thanks a lot, Hazwan. I learned a lot from your feedback. Wow. It is a privilege. Just recently, as I was setting up for our meeting, I told one member, oh, hey, this person will be your evaluator today. Oh, I was hoping you'd be my evaluator. Revelation. Perhaps I'm not just a worthless sergeant at arms that is I'm worth more than that. I hadn't realized it, but in taking these learning steps to learn how to give feedback effectively and encouragingly, I learned skills that people respect and appreciate. And it feels great to know that. I used to hear this often. Hey, SAA, don't forget to bring food to our meeting. Hey, SAA, don't forget to take down the banner when you packed up. Slave driver. Now though, guess what? Resident 72. Hey, Haz, seriously? Consider running for club president next term.
Yay!
You've been committed, you've grown tremendously, and I trust you to continue the work we've done with running this club strongly. Wow! Imagine that! Imagine being recognized as capable of doing that! It's astonishing. This feels promising. President Haz. I like how that sounds. I want to do this now. I think about it, and it's humbling to know that after all the struggles that I've gone through, I've actually overcome a lot of barriers, and I've progressed this far. I believe I can be a capable leader. I've helped other members here take their learning steps. And I can contribute much more. I feel like this is the right thing to be doing. This is what I should be striving for. It is up to us to take the steps towards our goals, reach our goals. But look, the journey doesn't end here. There's so much more to learn. There's so much more to achieve. All our goals in front of us are so easily within grasp. Whether we want to do parkour and experience freedom in movement, or if we want to become eloquent storytellers, or even become respected, capable leaders, we can do it. We can realize our full potential. And all we have to do, fellow Toastmasters and guests, is to take these forward steps. Never neglect the tiny steps you know you can take every day. There is a miracle in each and every one of them.